everyone, this is Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, and in this video, I can before I get into the topic, I can talk about how my day went. I went to the local farmers market today and tried out some rhubarb pie for the first time. Then I went to a local restaurant called Sophie's Bagel Shop afterwards with my mom. And we also brought my dog Ginger. Oh, by the way, I live in Pendleton. That's what I'm talking about. So everything I'm referring to is it's got to do with stuff that's around here in Pendleton. So, anyways, yeah. And right now I'm just by the YMCA. You can see it behind me. I work there as a camp counselor. But that wasn't. It's Saturday, so that wasn't today. But, yeah, today, this evening, actually, I'm currently on my way to the June Jamboree, which is like a carnival that they have here in Pendleton once a year. And this is crossing the road. It's the last day they have it going on. But, that's not what this video is about. You read the title. So, I wanted to talk about my thoughts on Sonic Superstars and basically, like, what implications it has for the Sonic series going forward. Honestly, I wish I could have filmed my reaction to that because I was losing my mind. Like, I was literally on my phone with my girlfriend Julie. We were just video chatting, and I was, looking through my YouTube feed, and what do you know? I see that a new freaking Sonic game was announced, Sonic Superstars. So, oh yeah, that would have been great to have on film, but it's okay because we're talking about it today. I should do like another outdoor video because honestly, when's the last time I've actually done that on my channel? Probably like 60 years. Seriously, I do feel old, but yeah, so I and all the videos I do indoors or lately even with like the PNG tuber style videos, I don't know, it just lacks the same soul. So that's why I'm out here doing this. But anywho, I'm rambling too much. I think Sonic Superstars, for one, I think the graphics, the generation style graphics, I think it's a good like direction to take this particular game in. I liked the Sonic Mania pixel style graphics, of course, but at the same time, again, this reminds me of the Sonic Generation style, which I liked too. So that's a plus. And finally we're getting multiplayer co-op in a Sonic platformer, which, we haven't gotten like a fully fledged multiplayer co-op mode before, and I've been wanting them to do something like this for years, because Nintendo with New Super Mario Bros. Sort of popularized that, and a lot of other 2D platformers sort of followed that trend for a while. So I'm glad that Sonic is doing the same thing at last. So, yeah, and I think that the new power-ups, just the concept of having a new set of emeralds that do different things, each one doing different things, I think that's really cool. I'm curious to see more of like the clones gimmick, and it's neat that we have like wall running in a classic game for a change, because that we have seen previous classic Sonic games sort of incorporate that, but not to this level. Yeah, I find it to be like I find it to be a neat coincidence that, you know, just a little while after they announced Amy for Sonic Mania Plus and, you know, Knuckles for Sonic CD, now we're getting a completely new Sonic game with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy playable. I feel like in a way they were sort of hinting towards that without us even realizing it. So I think that's cool. I also am glad that they have Sonic's original designer on board for the game. I've really been wanting them to have people who worked on the original Sonic titles to come back and help with new games for a while, not just like Iizuka, you know. The more like familiar faces, the better, I feel like. So, yeah, and I think the zones seem really like unique so far. I'm interested to see more of like that pixel zone, and I like the frog forest looking zone. That's kind of remind me of from Sonic Heroes, which is one of my favorite 3D Sonic games. So I appreciate any sort of throwback to that. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it so far. I really hope this game comes out before my birthday, which is at the end of October, October 31st. I'm a Halloween baby, in case anybody didn't know that. But yeah, it would be great, and I'm just amazed at how much content we've gotten this year. I mean, I know last year was considered the year of Sonic. I forgot to point out, I'm by the June Jamboree now. You can see some of the rides. I'm gonna get some tickets myself and hop on some of these rides because I love thrills. I love theme parks, and this isn't like an actual theme park still, but I appreciate the effort that went into this, and you know, I find these rides fun regardless. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, I was just saying, like, it's funny how we've gotten so much content this year, even though last year was considered the year of Sonic. You know, because this year we've gotten the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog that just like literally dropped randomly out of nowhere. And then, you know, we're getting the Knuckles spin-off later this year, I think. And I'm pretty sure we're getting more Sonic Prime this year. And then, of course, Sonic Mania Plus and Sonic Superstars. So that's a lot of things to look forward to. So I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. I don't want to ramble on for too long. Probably going to edit so it's not just like me talking with random surroundings. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this game. You know, it's still not the 3D environment platforming classic Sonic game, but like I said, just the implications alone that this game carries. You know, I've been advocating for a while to keep modern Sonic and classic Sonic separate, but still keep both iterations of Sonic going. You know, don't alienate either side of the fan base. Because so many other series do pretty much the same exact thing with. So yeah, I think that's kind of what Sega came to the realization of, and that's what they're doing. So yeah, I'm sure I will get my dream game someday, but I am still very excited. Anyways, I'm done. Please like the video and subscribe and all that good stuff. And this is Sammy Classic Sonic Fan signing out. So, an important subject I accidentally left out, and that is the elephant in the room of who is this new character that'll be introduced. And I'm not talking about Fang the Sniper, even though it's great to see him again. I forgot to mention that too. But, no, we're getting like an all-new character, and, I have no idea what he's gonna be like, but I think it'd be cool to see a character who's like really powerful, almost like Broly or Supersonic from the Fleetway comics, who sort of like became his own character, like a berserker of sorts. It'd be neat to see that in a canon Sonic game. But yeah, I guess that sounds a bit fanfiction-y. Still though, I think that would be cool because it would require Sonic and friends to have all 7 of the new emeralds just to defeat him. But we'll see. I'm excited to see what new character they have. Oh, and also, I really liked the Sonic 2 references at the beginning of the trailer. I thought they were hinting at Emerald Hill Zone being in the game, but according to a recent update, there will be all original zones for Sonic Superstars, so nothing from any previous games, which honestly, that's something that I really appreciate, you know? That's perhaps one thing that Sonic Mania didn't do a good enough job of. So, good job, Sega, for listening to feedback on the previous games. I'm curious as to who's developing this game, because it's apparently not Sonic Team. I'm wondering if it's the same team that developed Mania or a different team altogether. We'll find out more in the lead up to the release of this game, of course, and expect me to talk about it on this channel.